101. And we had a lot of highlight-worthy action, including 3 players with 20 or more points, including J-Dub, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with yet another 30 under 30 performance, and Chet Holmgren showcasing his all-around versatility, helping Oklahoma City remain undefeated 13-0 in O's here inside of Paycom Center. As we welcome you back inside the building and into Thunder Live, I'm Paris Lawson, alongside the Thunder's very own Royce Young. And Royce, this game, I don't know about you, it felt like, especially in the first half, kind of took on a similar tone and a similar theme to what we saw in the first meeting between these two teams back on November 4th. The Thunder got down by double digits early, and then in the second quarter and the third quarter, we saw a massive tidal wave to completely turn the tides of this game.
That's a great call, Paris, because it really did kind of run that same template to some degree. And, you know, I don't know, the Thunder weren't necessarily sluggish, but they just weren't sharp early on in this one. And, you know, Coach Mark called an early timeout in it, tried to kind of get the car back on the road, so to speak. And then just the Clippers, to their credit, played a really solid first, like, 16 to 18 minutes of the game. And then the Thunder, as they often do, start to stack together the stops, start to turn steals into points. And then it really just set up, like you said, that tidal wave, which was really like a 90-second stretch in the third quarter. Started with an Isaiah Joe 3, and then it was, I think, 3 straight steals right there. And it just kind of blew the game open. And you could just feel when the Thunder completely flip a game on its head that way. But, again, credit to the Thunder for just kind of hanging in early in that first quarter. Chet Holmgren was especially impactful early in the game because SGA got off to a little bit of a slow start, but that's why you play the 48 minutes because eventually you're going to get it figured out, and that's what the Thunder did.
Yeah, OKC's defense was exceptionally loud, and this one forced a season-high 29 turnovers by the LA Clippers. Incredible stuff for OKC. All right, let's bring in our good friends Chris Fisher and Michael Cage, who were on the call for us tonight. A lot of action to break down, guys. What'd you see?
Yeah, thank you, Paris. And we've seen this defense develop over the last couple of years, Michael. We've seen them have a lot of strong performances. But in games like this, where the defense seems to go to new heights and just control a game and take over a game, it's still pretty remarkable.
Yeah. This was a defensive masterpiece. I mean, just it started in the middle part of that second quarter. I thought that group that came in that second quarter kind of opened it up a little bit. The middle quarters is what took the Clippers out in this game. The Thunder had 37 points in the second quarter, 39 in the third. That's a massive number. That's going to put, you know, some big pluses on the scoreboard. And then the paint area, the Thunder 66 points in the paint. I just heard Paris Lawson talk about 18 steals. So you get 66 points in the paint, 18 steals, 38 points off of turnovers. Man, that's a massive number to overcome. And you only took 16 free throw attempts. And there was only 2 free throw attempts in the entire second half. So you're liking how the defense just set the tone, and they kept that tone for 4 quarters.
Yeah, one of the things that was part of the Thunder game plan, too, relentless driving to the rim. They were so good. It seemed like possession after possession, getting to the rim, finding success, and one of the reasons why so many guys had big offensive nights.
Yeah, getting downhill, getting to that painted area. I know Michael Cage loves seeing that in this game here tonight. Chris and Mike, thank you so much. We appreciate you as always. And there were a lot of different elements to this game, whether it was the points off turnovers, the turnovers forced, the points in the paint, or the bench scoring, which also a very subtle undertone to this game that allowed Oklahoma City to run away victorious. So let's start from the top. Let's roll the tape and see how this game unfolds on the Thunder bench. But what you're going to notice in the second quarter is that a lot of defense to offense plays, and then when that offense gets going, it creates a lot of momentum for threes to fall for guys like Jalen Williams, who really helped spark a lot of great offense for Oklahoma City in the second quarter. OKC going to put up 37 points in this second frame alone.
I mean, again, it was just the dynamic play of everyone. How about the shot from SGA? The creative ways in which, I mean, I swear he's inventing new ways to score just in real time. The instinct that he plays with is incredible. That was such an incredible shot by SGA. Kawhi Leonard, obviously one of the great players in the NBA. He's a tough player to handle.
Did you say inventing new ways?
I mean, it's just, I swear, it's unbelievable the things that SGA does. I love this little move right here. It was so subtle, the way he cradles the ball back just slightly to kind of shield it from the defensive player. Again, SGA, just the instinct that he plays with. This one is almost impossible. I mean, just wrong foot fading out of bounds. Might have gotten fouled on it. unbelievable from SGA.
Shea just putting on an absolute offensive clinic. And this was incredible defense, I will say, by Lou Dort and the Thunder.
During the game.
That is just a better shot by Kawhi Leonard. But Isaiah Joe, you can never, ever leave him open because he has the greenest green light you'll ever see.
I mean, they say 2 for 1. That was a 3 for 1 right there. That
love
thing
it.
was deep right there. But, you know, as we transition to the third quarter, it's amazing to think, Paris, that SGA kind of got off to quote-unquote a slow start in this one. Because once he got it going, I mean, the guy was just going. And it was the full bag on display. The way that he just controls the game completely. It's an amazing thing to watch him do this on a night-in and night-out basis. I love this problem-solving against the zone. Snap pass right there off the dribble. One hand from Casey Wallace to Chet for a dunk.
Such a simple play. Just sometimes it's all about making the right read and making the simple effort. The Clippers, to their credit, going to keep this game relatively close here in the third quarter, but this is where we start to see Oklahoma City try to crack things open a little bit. They knock down threes. You're going to notice a lot of great ball pressure, a lot of great defense in this quarter as well. And the Thunder going to follow up their 37-point quarter with a 39-point quarter.
Yeah, the Thunder kind of smelled blood in the water right here about the 5-minute mark. Alex Caruso's about to come in and start going demon mode full on. But this is the 3 Isaiah Joe hit. It took a 7-point game to 10. And from this point on, Paris, this is where the Thunder put the pedal to the metal. They just absolutely took the game over. A pick 6 here from Alex Caruso goes coast to coast. And that's it.
In this fourth quarter at all. This is also where we're going to see a lot of the Thunder's second unit get going on both ends of the floor. Guys like A.J. Mitchell putting the ball through the hoop, getting great opportunities at the rim. Great stuff by them. And the Clippers not really gonna get anything going. And despite the fact that this was a relatively close fourth quarter, in terms of scoring, the Thunder still maintained full control.
Yeah, this group did a great job, Paris, in the fourth quarter of just preventing the Clippers from ever getting any true life to them, and just kind of held them at bay. Again, enabled SGA to set yet another fourth quarter. You mentioned it. That's another 30 under 30. That's 10 now this season, which is the most ever in NBA history. The previous most was 9 by Giannis in 2020.
Oh, that's incredible.
And SGA's got the most ever now.
Wow.
And what were we, 27 games into the season?
Insane.
So that's an amazing accomplishment.
Also, the 15th time this season where Shea has been able to sit out of the fourth quarter. Incredible stuff, especially on the front end of a back-to-back. The Thunder are going to go straight from Oklahoma City tonight and head out to Minnesota to play the Timberwolves tomorrow. So to be able to manage those minutes, very, very critical for Oklahoma City in this game here tonight. Let's hear from the manager of those minutes. Let's hear from Thunder head coach Mark Daigneault, who's addressing the media right now.
Mark, I think first quarter, second quarter, had 3 steals each of